welcome back to my channel. Today I am showing you how I do makeup for when I wear glasses. So in this video you'll learn some tips from me on how to do makeup for glasses, tips for wear around the nose, what to kind of play up on the face to make an impact, and just some general makeup tips that really could work for you if you wear glasses or you don't. Let's get right on into the tutorial. Good morning, sunshine. I knew this was going to be difficult, but I don't think I was fully prepared for how blind I am. Normally, actually every time I've ever filmed, I have my contacts in so I can actually see. First, we're going to prime the face. I'm using the Maybelline Master Prime Blur and Illuminating Primer. This stuff is great. It gives your skin a nice tacky feel, which will allow your foundation to stick to the skin a little bit better. This is especially important for these areas here where when you wear glasses you'll know that your foundation kind of rubs away. This isn't going to prevent that 100%. I really don't think there is a way to prevent that 100%. You could put an eyeshadow primer here and then set that with powder, but honestly, I've tried it. I've tried other methods. You're really never going to not have foundation picking up in these areas, but we're going to try and limit that as much as possible. Next, I'm going to use foundation, and I've been loving this Dior foundation. I know it's pricey. If you can't afford this, I highly recommend the L'Oreal Pro Glow or Pro Matte foundations, just depending on what skin type you have. I use the Pro Glow because I'm more on the dry side. I just pick it up on my beauty blender. Generally, I would focus most of the foundation in the center and then out. I'm actually going to start more towards here and then out and put a thin layer on the nose. That will help with the bare spots because we'll have less foundation there, so you really don't want to build up too much. It's actually probably the opposite of what you might think. You might think if I put more on there, it won't go away. It actually, I think, makes it look worse. And I literally cannot see. If any of you guys wear contacts or glasses and know your prescription, just as a frame of reference, I'm a minus 3.5 in this eye and a minus 3.75 in this eye. So I'm sure there's people that's even worse than that, but I think that that's pretty bad. So you see me taking whatever is left on the nose. That's all we're gonna put there. Such a natural finish. Next, I am going to use some concealer. I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer as always. I'm using the shade Light Sand. Just for reference on the foundation, I didn't mention this. I have the shade 021, I think it's called Linen. I'll link everything down below as always. Sorry, it's morning and I'm still working away at my first cup of coffee, so my voice is a little scratchy. I'm just gonna concentrate this under the eye. Normally it's even like hard for me to do this because I'm so used to doing this. Normally I would carry it along the side of the nose, but I'm not gonna do that because the more product you put there, the more product is gonna come off on your glasses and create that like mark. So we're just gonna leave that area alone. I do still really like to brighten under the eyes though. I think it really makes the eyes pop through the glasses. I will highlight the center of my forehead, and I do take a little still down the center of my nose and a little on the chin. Then I'll just take my Real Technique sponge and blend this all out. So those of you who have been following me for a while may remember my eyes were super red in a few videos, and I apologized for that because I know that looking at someone with red irritated eyes kind of is hard. Like, you look at the person and your own eyes start to water and it's just not nice looking. I really had no idea what was going on and why my eyes were doing that, so I did make an eye doctor appointment, and my eye doctor told me that I am allergic to the preservatives in my contact solution and I have severe dry eye, so I needed to take a break from contacts. So I have not worn my contacts in a week. I did pop them in to film a video though that I didn't want to wear glasses in, so oops. But yeah, I don't plan on wearing them. I can't wear them for another 3 weeks and I have a follow-up appointment. So that is why my eyes were red, and I figured it'd be a perfect time to do a makeup for glasses video. I know that these videos were really big, probably 6-7 months ago, maybe to a year ago. So I'm kind of late, but I still figured some of you might want to know my opinions on it and some tips, so that is what I'm doing. A lot of you guys, when I posted a photo of me wearing my glasses on Snapchat and Instagram story, a lot of people ask me like where my glasses are from, and I've gotten a lot of compliments on these new frames. I actually have a pair I've had for a while, but when I found out that I was going to have to wear glasses more, I decided to get a new pair. And so I'll tell you a little bit about where I got them from. I'll get to that at the end of the video when I'm wearing them. Now I'm going to set the under eye concealer using the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder. This stuff is so brightening. I use the lightest shade, which is Fair. I think it's the lightest shade. And I just put it in the cap and use my Real Technique sponge. I dip it in there and then kind of stamp it on as if I was baking. Now this I do take up onto the sides of the nose to kind of set down any foundation that was put there. This will limit the amount of foundation that kind of leaves the skin, but you see how I'm kind of working this powder in and there's really not much left to swipe away. I really like to work this in here. So it's not really baking because I'm actually pushing it into the skin. I'm not really going to wipe much away. I just love the brightening effect this gives, and it also makes sure that my concealer does not crease. I also take whatever is left on there and put it over my lids as well to make sure that the concealer that I put there doesn't crease. I'm going to do my brows next, and I have still been using the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer, but when I dyed my hair darker, I decided to get a darker shade. This is dark brunette. I don't think I like this. It's kind of black and it comes up kind of gray looking, so I may need to find something else or go back to just the brunette shade, but I don't really know that that's dark enough, so I cannot see. I think brows are very important when you're wearing glasses because if you don't have thick eyebrows to begin with, your eyebrows can really get lost behind glasses. So I do like to make sure I get a little bit of an arch up here so that it shows through. My glasses, I think, kind of stop right here, so I want to be able to see a good amount of brow above that. Someone is mowing their lawn right now, and it's literally like, you're gonna laugh at me, it's like 7 in the morning. 7:42. I know, I'm an early bird, and I just filmed last night, like, goals. I'm going to set my brows with the Glossier Boy Brow. This is the clear one. I'm kind of thinking about getting the brown one because then maybe it would make my brows look less black and I could still use the L'Oreal pencil because I really do like that pencil and how it applies. So maybe I'll check that out. If you guys didn't know already, I am officially a Glossier rep, which is super cool. If you're ever interested in Glossier products, there will always be a link to my rep site in the description bar. That way you can save, I think it's on orders over $30, you can save 20% and it's free US shipping. And now I'm going to zoom you in because I want to really focus on showing you how I do my eye makeup so that my eyes stand out through the glasses, but they're not like too crazy, because I do think that overdoing it on the eyes when you wear glasses can look a little silly. So I'm going to show you how I have been doing my eye makeup when I want my eyes to stand out but still look natural. I'm going to be using the Tartelette in Bloom palette. I'm going to first take the shade Charmer all over the lid to kind of lighten it up. And this is just going to create a nice light base for us so that all the shadows we put over top are a little bit more pigmented. Next, I'm going to take the shade Rebel and I'm going to put this in the crease. I really like this mermaid brush. It just has such a nice tapered point to it. It really gets in the crease nicely. Next, I'm going to take Sweetheart, this shade here, and just go along the edges of that crease to really blend it out, make it a little bit more seamless. And I'm using the same brush for this. It's helping to diffuse that color really nicely. Next, I'm going to take this shade here. It's called Activist, and I'm just going to take a, whoa, that was my alarm when I was supposed to wake up, but I'm already up. I'm just gonna take the teeniest bit on the point of this brush and just get it right in the outer crease area to define the eye. I'm just dragging a little bit of this onto the lash line as well, kind of making a V shape here. Then I'm going to take the shade Funny Girl, which is one of the shimmer shades in the palette. It's the light shimmer shade. I'm just going to take it on my finger and put it right here in the center of the lid and then in towards the tear duct. I'm going to leave this outermost portion alone, just again on the center and then into the inner corner. This will really open up the eyes. I'm just going to take my same brush again I've been using and make sure that that's all blended into the crease, that there's no harsh lines. I am going to use that same shade on the brow bone and inner corner. Actually, I'm going to take the shade Charmer, the one that we set our whole lid with. I'm going to take that on the brow bone. I think it will show up a little better. I do want to take a little bit of color underneath the eye as well. I'm going to go into the Rebel shade, the one that we first put in the crease, and just take it on a flat brush like this and kind of smoke out the lower lash line just a little bit to add a little definition there. I'm just going to do a liner on the top, a liquid liner, just a little bit of a wing. And for that, I'm using the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. I have the mini one here. It definitely is waterproof. If your eyes do tear, this will not go away. So again, I'm just gonna do a little tiny, tiny wing. I cannot see. Next is mascara, and this is very important. You really want to build up your lashes so that they show through the glasses. And I know this is another expensive product, you guys, but this mascara, this is the Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara. It's the mini size. You could probably get this in the travel section at, I think it's Sephora, it may be Ulta, I'll link it down below, but so that you don't have to buy the full tube because it is a high-end mascara. But this mascara is absolutely amazing. It's so nice though, I'll show you. See that? I think that's pretty impressive. I haven't gotten a mascara to look that good. Okay, I did mascara on both eyes. You'll notice that I did not put mascara on my lower lash. That is a little bit more of a personal preference. I just feel like sometimes mascara on the lower lash can drag your eyes down, and we really want to lift the eyes and make them look pretty. So we just need to finish off the rest of the face. I'm going to go into this IBY Beauty Highlight and Contour Palette. I did use this in my other video this week. I'm taking a mix of these two shades, and I'm going to use this brush from Delium. This is the Duo Fiber Face Shading Brush. This works so nicely to carve out the cheeks. I'm not going to contour my nose either because I think it's kind of pointless. I mean, you could just do the tip a little bit. Maybe I'll do that just to add a little something, but I mean, you're really not going to see it. Next is blush, and I'm going to use the Milani Baked Blush in the shade Luminoso. This is a gorgeous blush, and it does have a little bit of a sheen to it, which I like. I think it adds a healthy glow to the skin. I'm using a Real Techniques blush brush for this. Little on the nose. Next, moving on to lips, and in my opinion, this is really where someone with glasses can play around because, like I said, a really dramatic eye behind glasses just looks a little off to me. You can do it. I've seen people do it and it looks nice, but for me, I would rather play up the lips. So first what I'm going to do is line them using the Nude Beige Lip Liner from NYX. Then I'm going to apply Lolita from Kat Von D. This is one of her studded lipsticks. I believe these are on sale now. I actually got these at TJ Maxx, but I think they're on sale on her website as well. This is just a beautiful mauve color, and it will make an impact on the lips. I do want to set my face by spritzing it with the NYX Dewy Finish Setting Spray. And then I'm going to add a little bit of highlight to the high points of my face using the Stila Heaven's Hue highlighter in the shade Kitten. Now we're ready to throw on our glasses and see if our face looks okay, since I've basically been blind this whole time. Not bad. So these are the glasses I've most recently gotten. These are from the online glasses retailer called Firmoo. I will link their information down below. They're extremely affordable and the prescription's right on, like I can see perfectly. I think these would have cost like probably $10-20 if you just want them for fashion glasses, but with the prescription they were around $30 or $40, which is not bad at all for prescription glasses. So yeah, I think they're really trendy. I mean, they're definitely a statement piece. Like, I do feel a little bit self-conscious with them, but I think I'll get used to them, and I've gotten compliments, so yeah. Let me just show you the other pair of glasses I have. I've had these for a long time. These are a little bit more like standard glasses, and I do think that they fit my face nicely. They're more of that like standard square shape. So again, my final tips on makeup for glasses would be, don't cake up the foundation on the nose. It may feel like you should because then it'll like wear away less, but I actually think it has the opposite effect. Put as little product there as possible. Also, define the eyes, but don't do anything too crazy, and then really play up the lips. I hope that you found this video helpful. Let me know down below if you wear glasses and what your prescription is so I don't feel so blind. Maybe I'm not as blind as I think. I don't know. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!